Hi, this is NZ Math Solution, the channel in which we present solutions to various mathematical problems. If you are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and feel free to suggest topics, or you can even bring up questions that you will wish that we present solutions. Thank you. Here we have a question on functions, real functions. We are given two functions, f and g, defined as such. F is 3x minus 2, g is 2x squared plus 1. For the first part, we're asked to find the value of f of negative 1 and g of a half. Okay, so we have f of x as 3x minus 2. Okay, this therefore means that f of negative 1, we're going to replace x with negative 1 in that expression. So wherever we have x, we put negative 1. And so that gives us 3 multiplied to negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. We also have g of x to be 2x squared plus 1. And so g of a half, that means wherever we have x in that expression, we'll replace it with a half. We'll come 2 into a half squared plus 1. And so this gives us, we first of all evaluate the brackets. Remember, board mass is all over. And so we first of all evaluate the bracket. A half squared is 1/4. So we have 2 into 1/4 plus 1. This 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So we have a half plus 1. This gives us 3 all over 2. Okay, that is for A. That's the first part. Let's go to the second part, B. We are asked to solve the equation fg of x is equal to gf of x. Okay, so the first thing to do is to find fg of x. What is fg of x? This means f will carry g of x. That means we are going to take the instructions of f and we implement g of x. Alright, the instructions of f are just two. It is multiplied by 3 and subtract 2. Whatever f is carrying, it multiplies by 3 and subtract 2 from the result. Now f is carrying g of x, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to multiply it by 3 and subtract 2 from the result. And so we have 3 into, we know g of x is 2x squared plus 1. So we have 2x squared plus 1 and then minus 2. So this gives us 3 multiplied to 2 gives us 6x squared. 3 multiplied to 1 gives us 3. And then we'll subtract 2. This is going to give us 6x squared. 3 minus 2 plus 1. That is fg of x. Now what about gf of x? Gf of x, this time around we take the instructions of g and we implement it on f of x. Okay, now what is g carrying? What are the instructions of g? G has 3 instructions. Whatever g carries, it first of all squares it, multiply the result by 2 and add 1. So it has 3 instructions. It squares, multiply by 2 and add 1. So g is now carrying f of x. It's going to square it, square f of x, multiply the results by 2 and add 1. Okay, so this gives us 2 into f of x is 3x minus 2 all squared plus 1. And so we write it out. This will be 2 into 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2 plus 1. And so we'll have 2 into 3x multiplied to 3x. That gives us 9x squared 3x multiplied to negative 2, that gives us negative 6x. Negative 2 multiplied to 3x, negative 6x. Negative 2 multiplied to negative 2, positive 4 plus 1. And so we open up all this bracket, that gives us 2 multiplied to 9x squared. It gives us 18x squared. 2 multiplied, this is negative 6. Okay, let's first of all open it up. 2 multiplied to negative 6x, negative 12x. 2 multiplied to negative 6x, negative 12x. 2 multiplied to 4 gives us plus 8, and then plus 1. So finally we'll have 18x squared. Negative 12, negative 12 gives us negative 24x. 8 plus 1 gives us 9. Alright, so this is gf of x. So we are asked to solve the equation fg of x is equal to gf of x. Okay, now fg of x, this is it that we have. So we have 6x squared plus 1 is equal to gf of x, which is 18x squared minus 24x plus 9. Okay, so let's arrange it in such a way that we'll have 0 on the left hand side. That means we're going to take everything that's on the left hand side to the right hand side. Alright, so I just put 0 here. I take this 6x squared. This is positive 6x squared. Taking it to the right hand side, it will become negative 6x squared. So 18 minus 6, that's going to give us 12x squared. Alright, there's no x term here, so negative 24x remains. This is positive 1. Positive 1, taking it that way become negative 1. So we have 9 minus 1, that gives us 8. Sorry, 9 minus 1, that gives us 8. Alright, and so we have here, we can still simplify. If we look carefully, we can divide all through by 4. Right, 0 divided by 4 is 0. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we have 3x squared. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So we have negative 24 divided by 4 is negative 6. So we associate the x, and then 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we end up having this quadratic equation to solve. Okay, so at the end of the day, solving fg of x plus gf of x means solving this quadratic equation. Okay. Alright, so we can proceed with any of the methods. You can either go using the factorization method or we use the quadratic formula. If we have to use the quadratic formula, for example, we know our a is 3, our b is negative 6, our c is 2. From here, we know from the quadratic formula that x equals minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac, all of that divided by 2a. Okay, so let us put in our values carefully, handling the signs with a lot of care. So this is negative b, and b here is negative 6. So negative 6 is what? Positive 6 plus minus root negative 6 squared is 36 minus 4 into a into c, all of that divided by 2a. Okay, so we have 6 plus minus root 36 minus 4 multiplied to 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. And so we have all of that divided by 6. And so we have 6 plus minus root 36 minus 24 gives us 12 all over 6. Alright, and so we'll have that x is equal to root 12. 12 is the same as 3 times 4, and so root 12 will be root 3 times 4, and this will be root 3 times root 4. Root 4 is 2, and so this will give us 2 root 3. And so we'll write root 12 as 2 root 3. Okay? And so we have here 6 plus minus 2 root 3 all over 6. Okay? Here we see that 2 can divide all 2. 2 is a common factor. 2 here, 1, 2 there, 3, 2 there, 3. And so this gives us 3 plus minus root 3 all over 3. And so these are the values of x. Pay attention at this level, we will not go ahead and say 3 here divided by itself and 3 here divided by itself. Such division is not allowed, it's not possible. We can only divide when it is possible to divide here, here, and here. There is no 3 here for which, or any factor here that can divide by 3. Look up here. When we carry out division, we did division here, we did division here, and we did division there. So it's not proper to come here and say 3 divided by 3. What happens to this term? And we can't come in here and say this is 3. This is root 3 and not 3. So the two values of x are 3 plus minus root 3 all over 3.